Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello,
Good
how are you?
afternoon. I'm good. And studying. And you?
Sounds great. I'm great. Thanks for asking. And how was your morning? What do you do?
And well, just studying and hanging out.
Okay, sounds great. Good for you. All right, so welcome to the class, Mr. Moreno. So today we are going to start the third level, that is pre-intermediate 3. Well, your classmates are not here, but we have a lot of things to do. So let's start. And I hope your classmate can join us soon. Did you read your feedback from your speaking evaluation?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about it?
Well, no, I think I know that I have some things to improve, but yeah, it's okay. Everything I got it.
All right, excellent, pretty good. Actually, you did it great, so keep going. You can improve, okay?
Okay.
No, very good. Okay, so let's start. We are going to check the pre-intermediate 3. You already have the access to the platform, right? Do you? Do you have the access to the new profile, to the new pre-intermediate level on the platform?
I'm sorry. What?
If you have the access to the platform for the
Oh, yes.
pre-intermediate 3. Ah, okay,
Yeah,
perfect. Okay, so let's start working on it, all right? Can you see the presentation?
yes.
Excellent. Okay, so today is June 13th. This is our calendar. Remember, today is 13, so we are starting the unit number 1. So on Monday for the next week, if everything goes well, we will be studying the unit number 2. Maybe on Thursday, we are going to start the unit number 3, and so on and so on until we got to the 11. July 11 is the last day for this level. So that day we are going to have the quiz. Okay, that is going to be the last speaking evaluation in order to conclude the pre-intermediate 3. Okay, so this is our calendar. Keep in mind, please, because remember that we have to be working on the platform. All right, so remember that basically, guys, we only have 4 weeks. So let's consider that by the end of each week, you need to have a percentage on the platform. So for example, by the end of this week, you need to have the 25% done on the platform. By the end of the next week, you need to have the 50% done on the platform. By the end of the following week, the 75%. And by the end of the first week of July, you can have the 100%. So you are just waiting for the speaking evaluation. Okay? So try to advance on the platform. Don't leave it as the last minute, please. You can be working little by little so you can learn and you can do the exercises like analyzing correctly y no así como que hacerlo a la carrera. So tratemos de trabajar por lo menos el 25% en cada semana. Understood? Now, if you have questions about it, just remember, guys, pueden decirme el ejercicio en el que tal vez están teniendo dificultades, but tell me the numbers. For example, imagine this is the pre-intermediate 3. Imagine that you are working in this exercise and it is like, I don't understand what to do. I don't know what the answer is. So you can send me the number. Like, teacher, I have issues with the exercise 117. So I can enter to the exercise and I can see the exercise. Okay? Because if you send the screenshot, I mean, el screenshot ayuda mucho Pero si ustedes me mandan el screenshot, por ejemplo, like this one, ¿ok? Si me mandan el screenshot tal y como está aquí, no se logra ver cuál es el ejercicio del que ustedes están hablando, a menos que se logre ver esta parte de acá. Pero si no se logra ver esa parte de ahí, pues no logro saber de qué ejercicio están hablando. Entonces, si necesitan ayuda con un ejercicio, siempre asegúrenme de decir qué número de ejercicio es. ¿Ok? Para yo así poder buscarlo y ver cuál es la forma de resolverlo o cuál sería la respuesta correcta o el por qué les está dando problemas ese ejercicio. ¿Ok? Así que, please, siempre traten la manera de que se vea toda la información del exercise para que yo la pueda buscar. ¿Entendido? Yes.
Yes.
All right, pretty good. So, guys, again, work on the platform. No lo dejen para última hora. Remember, tenemos los exercises y tenemos los exams. Así que be careful with that. Now, let's start the pre-intermediate 3, and the first topic that we are going to study there is neighborhood. What is the meaning of neighborhood?
Vecindario.
Exactly, the place where you live, okay? So we are going to check some vocabulary, some structured grammars that we can use to describe neighborhoods. So let's start. I have here different sentences, and what can you find in your neighborhood? I wanted to read all these descriptions, guys. The first letter is given. So the idea is that you have to try to guess what is the name of the place. For example, it's a place where you can buy food. What do you think? What is that? It starts with the letter G. Can you think about a place in your neighborhood where you can buy food?
Grocery store.
Can you repeat?
Grocery store.
Yes, that's correct. We have a grocery store. What is the meaning of grocery store? Can you give me examples of grocery stores? Grocery store is basically, guys, like a supermarket. They are just the same. Is there a grocery store in your neighborhood?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that big or small?
Big.
Small.
Big, small, pretty good. Now, what about the next one? It's a place where you can stay if you are traveling. It's a start with the letter H.
Hotel.
Cool, pretty good. It's a hotel. Is there a hotel in your neighborhood?
Yes.
Nope.
Yes, no? All right. It's a place where you can study.
University.
Look, university. Is there a university in your city?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, pretty good.
Yes. A lot of them.
Excellent. Really excellent. Pretty good. Now, it's a place where you can eat a meal.
Restaurant.
Cool. Very good. Are there many restaurants in your neighborhood?
Yes.
All right. Pretty good. And what about the next one? It's a place where you can buy coffee.
A cafe.
Coffee.
Okay, cafe. All right. So when we are talking about, guys, the place, like the coffee shop, we say cafe. Okay, cafe. Like the pronunciation that we give in Spanish, café. If you are talking about the drink, we say coffee, okay? Café is the place, coffee is the drink. All right, is there a cafe in your neighborhood?
Yes. Coffee cup.
Very good. Yes? Do you like to go to the cafe?
I don't like coffee.
It's too expensive.
Too expensive? You don't like coffee?
Out, but in house you can do it.
All right. So, the other one, it's a place where you can get money.
Bank.
Very good. Is there a bank in your neighborhood?
Yes.
And you guys?
No.
No?
If the
Uh-huh.
ATM counts, well, yes.
Not really. Remember that an ATM is just like a machine. A bank is the building, okay? But if we are describing that you can get money from it, you can count it. Now, where is a place where you can get medical treatment?
Hospital.
Cool. Hospital. Is there a hospital near your house?
Yes.
Pretty good. And you guys, is there a hospital near your house?
Not so close, but yeah.
Okay, pretty good. Okay, where is a place where you can buy fresh bread?
No bakery.
Bakery, that's correct. Is there a bakery in your neighborhood?
No. Bakery, no.
Yep.
Yes, no? All right. Now, where is a place where you can borrow books?
Library.
Correct. Very good. Uh-huh. Is there a library near your house?
No.
No.
No. All right. And the last one, a place where you can play, relax, do exercise.
Park.
A park.
A park. Do you have a park near your house?
Yes.
Yes.
A lot.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Okay. And you guys, do you like the park that is near your house?
Yes.
Pretty good. Excellent. So if you see, all of these ones are places in our neighborhood. Of course, not all the neighborhoods are the same, but most of the cities have the same amenities. Okay, now let's see some specific vocabulary. If you find a new word, write it down. I'm going to show you some pictures of some places that you can find in a town. So you just have to tell me if in your town you have it or not. Let's start with the easy ones. What is this?
Airport.
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 Is there an airport in your neighborhood or in your city?
Yes,
Yes.
in my city, yes.
Yes. No, I see.
Yes? Okay, pretty good. What is this?
Bar.
Which one?
Bar.
Yeah, a bar.
Bar.
Sometimes we can say bar or we can say pub. It's the same. Is there a bar in your neighborhood?
Yes, many.
No.
Many of them. You say no, okay. And you guys, is there a bar?
Yep.
Okay. Do you go to the bar, guys?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? No? All right. What is it?
Beach.
Ah. So,
Beach.
do you live near to the beach?
No.
Yes.
Yes? No?
Yes.
Yes? Do you like to go to the beach?
Yes.
Excellent. Pretty good. This one is easy?
Hospital.
Correct.
Hospital.
What about this one?
Hotel.
A hotel. Perfect. What about this?
Cinema.
Okay. Is there a cinema?
Cinema. Movie theater.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes. Now,
Yes.
you have two options. You can say cinema or you can say just movie theater. It's the same. Okay? What is this?
Swimming
Pool.
pool.
It's a swimming
Swimming
Swimming pool.
pool.
pool. Is there a swimming pool in your neighborhood?
No.
No? All right. What is this?
Restaurant.
Correct.
Restaurant.
Pretty good. Pretty good. What is it?
Grocery store.
Correct. So
Supermarket. Grocery store.
you can use both. You can say supermarket or grocery stores. It's the same. And what is this? Uh-huh.
Toy store.
Which one?
A toy store.
Yes,
Toy
actually,
store.
that is the one. Is there a toy store in your city?
Yes.
Yes. This is like the dream of the kids, right? They love to go to the toy store. Very good. So that was the easy level. Let's try with the medium. If you find like new words, write it down. What is this?
Bus station.
Uh-huh. Or no idea?
Bus stop.
Okay, if we say station, like bus station, is like the place where the buses arrived, like the place where they finish the route, like la terminal. That is like bus station. But bus stop is just in the middle of the road where people can wait for the bus and pick up the bus. Okay? Is there a bus stop near your house? Or is it
Yes.
far?
There's a lot of them in my
Mhm.
neighborhood.
So you can say, there are a lot of. Yes, there is a bus stop near my house. Pretty good. What is this?
Casino.
Yes.
Casino.
Have you ever been in a casino?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Do you consider lucky for these games?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Did you win some money or not?
Yes.
Really? Good for you. I feel that I'm so unlucky that I don't want to visit these places. I feel that I'm going to just waste my money, but it looks pretty fun, actually. Okay, what is this?
Church.
Very good.
Church.
Is there a church near your house?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. How often do you go to church?
Mm,
All right, pretty good. What about this?
gas station.
A gas station.
Gas station.
Very good, very good. Um, are there many gas stations in your city?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right, pretty good. What about this one?
Gym.
Gym.
Correct.
Gym.
How often do you go to the gym?
Every day.
Every day, really?
Yes.
Wow, that's good for you. And you guys?
2 or 3 days per week.
Very good. You are very healthy. All right, excellent. Keep going. Okay, if you break the law,
Jail.
very good. So,
Jail or prison.
jail or prison, both are the same. Is there a jail in your neighborhood?
No.
No? They sometimes are out of the cities, right? I mean, in a very insulated place. So, very good. Never go there, guys. Please don't break the law. Okay, what about this one? What is this?
A mall.
Yes, we can say
Shopping mall.
you have two options, shopping mall or only mall. It's basically the same. Is there a mall near your house?
Yes.
Yes, and you guys? Uh-huh.
No.
Is no? How often do you go to the shopping mall? Once a week, once a month,
Once a
every
month.
weekend, once a month? Okay.
5 times a year.
5 times a year? Okay. Pretty good. Now, what about the next one? When you are sick? Mhm. Where you can buy the medicine?
Farmacia, but I don't remember.
Okay, we can say two
Pharmacy.
options. Pharmacy is like the most common one, but also we can say drugstore. It sounds weird to say drugstore, but honestly, in American English, is very common to say drugstore. So both are possibles. Are there many drugstores in your city?
Yes.
Yes.
A
Pretty
lot of.
good. A lot of. All right. How about this?
Train station
Train station. Okay.
or metro station.
Ah, very good. So there is like
Subway station.
a little difference between a train and a metro. You know that they are underground. So we can say metro or we can say subway. Okay, so the subway is the train, but that goes underground. Okay. Is there a subway in your city?
Nope.
No? And you guys, is there a subway? Subway station?
No,
No?
just train.
All right. Now, what is this?
Museum.
Museum.
Ah, so
Museum.
pay attention because that is a pronunciation that some of you got issues yesterday during the presentation. Is museum. 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 That is a pronunciation. Okay? It's a little bit weird, so we need to practice. Museum. Museum. Is there a museum in your city?
Yep.
Yes?
Yep.
Do you like it?
Yes. I like it.
Or pretty good. Excellent. Okay, that was the medium. So far, so good. Easy. Yes or no? Do you want to try the hard one?
Yep.
Okay. What is this? Your classmate already mentioned, actually. if you need cash.
ATM machine.
Yes, that's the
ATM.
one. So you can say just ATM, right? I need to go to the ATM. Besides the banks, where is a common place where I can find an ATM? What do you think?
An airport,
In an airport? Yes.
shopping mall,
Very good. What about at the gas station? Can I find ATM at the gas station?
the what?
Yes. At the gas stations. Can I find ATM in the gas station?
Well, yeah, I know some that has the ATM.
Yes, some of them, right? Not in every gas station, but some of them. Pretty good. Okay, this one appeared in the exercise. What is this?
Bakery,
Correct.
Bakery.
Very good. And this one?
a mall or shopping mall,
All right,
or
but to be specific, this is a part in a mall where you can find a lot of fast food restaurants. It's a part inside of the mall. Do you know what the name is? No? So basically, guys, it's a food
Food court.
court. The food court is a place inside of a mall where you can find a lot of fast food restaurants, a lot of tables for people who wants to eat there. Okay, so that is food court. All right, what about this? What is it?
utility store. I don't know.
Which one?
Utility store.
Makes sense, makes sense. But specifically, we called it hardware.
Hardware store.
Okay, hardware store. What is the translation of hardware store? Which one?
Ferretería.
Correct. Is there a hardware store in your neighborhood?
Yes.
Very good, excellent. What about this? Uh-huh. Any idea? No? Okay, in
Jewel
this,
store.
yes, that is
Jewelry
the
store.
fair. Jewelry store. Okay, in this place, you can find rings, bracelets, some watches, expensive jewelry. Okay, excellent job. Is there a jewelry store in your neighborhood? Yes?
Nope.
No? All right, let's continue. What about the next one? Look at this.
Stadium.
Yeah, that's the one.
Stadium.
Is there a, or are there many stadiums in your neighborhood?
Yes,
Pretty
I live
good.
nearly the Estadio Cuscatlán.
Okay, sounds good. And you guys, is there a stadium near your house?
Not near
No.
my house, but in my city, there's a lot.
Okay, maybe not so near, but in your city. Okay, pretty good. How often do you go to the stadium?
Never.
You don't like it? Okay.
Only Sundays.
Only on
No, there's a lot of
Sundays?
different.
Okay, pretty good. All right, what about these? It's a place where you can go and dance. Uh-huh.
Disco. No, discotheque.
Actually, it can have different names, right? Depending on the part of the country or the cities that you are talking about. Most of the time, we call them like discotheques or nightclub.
Nightclub.
But what happens is that depending on some countries or cities, nightclub means something different, right? I don't know in Colombia, but I think that in El Salvador it has like another meaning. When people said nightclub, they can
It's the same.
imagine another thing, right? But basically it means like a discotheque, all right? So how often do you go to discotheque to dance? Uh-huh. Never,
Sometimes. No,
sometimes.
sometimes.
And you guys, how often? Never, sometimes,
Never.
never. All right, very good. Okay, what about this? What is that? There are a lot of machines there, a lot of games, a lot of fun.
Fraction park?
It makes sense, but it has another name. It has the word park, but it's another word.
Playland Park.
Close.
Amusement park.
Amusement. Okay, amusement park. Is there an amusement park in your city?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Yes. A lot.
Yes. Actually, it's really good. I like that too. All right. When you want to fix your hair or you cut your hair, what is it?
Barbershop.
Okay. Now, it depends. Remember that we have two types, the ones that are for men and the ones that are for women, right?
Beauty salon.
When we are talking about women, most of the time we say beauty salon or hair salon. When we are talking about for men, we used to say barber shop. So it's like a little difference. But in the end, the function is the same, right? What about here? What is this? This is most of the time in the park. It's an area.
Playground?
Yes, that is a
Playground.
one. A playground. Remember that this is an area where kids can play. Is there a playground in the park in your neighborhood? Yes? No?
Yes.
Pretty good. Excellent. Okay, guys. You approved the easy level, the medium, and the hard one. Tomorrow, I will ask you again the hard one just to see if you remember, and we are going to try with the very hard, okay? The idea is to learn more vocabulary about cities and neighborhood. Now, when we are describing neighborhood, it's very common to use the verb there is and there are. If I'm talking in singular, I will say there is. If I'm talking in plural, I will say there are. For example, Think about your neighborhood. I can say in my neighborhood, there is a park. In my neighborhood, there is a supermarket, for example. It's in singular, but if it is in plural, you have to say are. In my city, there are 5 restaurants. In my city, there are 2 schools. In my city, there are a lot of churches. So how about you guys? Can you tell me some amenities that you have in your city? You can use there is and there are. Can you give me examples, please? Uh-huh. What do you have in your city or in your neighborhood? You
There
can
is
use, uh-huh.
3 parks near my house.
Okay, I'm going to write the sentences. Can you repeat?
There, uh, there are three parks near my house.
Very good. So in this case, how many parks is he talking about? 3. That is plural. That's why we say are. What else? What else do you have near your house or in your neighborhood?
there is a gas station near in my house.
Very good. Look, there is a gas station. Is that singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular.
It's singular. That's why we say is. Now, don't forget, guys, that if you are talking in plural, the noun has to be in plural too. Parks. If you say, for example, there are 3 parks without the letter S, is that correct?
Oh.
Never, right? So we need to include the letter S if it is plural. Now, if I want to say it in negative, what do you think? What do I need to do? What do you think? No idea? Well, I have the verb to be here. If you want to say the sentence in negative, the only things that you need to do is to add the word not. Okay? For example, there is not a stadium in my city. There is not a museum in my neighborhood. If it is in plural, it's exactly the same. There are not a lot of nightclubs. There are not a lot of gas stations. How about you guys? Tell me something that you don't have in your neighborhood. You can use there is or there are. Go ahead. If I don't have volunteers, I will be asking.
There are not parks near my house.
Very good. Look at this. He was talking in negative for plural. There are not parks. Perfect. What else? Can you give me more examples, please?
There is no nightclub, any nightclub in my neighborhood.
Pretty good. There is not any nightclubs. Now, that is a good sentence. When we use the word any, that's a very nice word. Any, guys, is for negative sentences. And Any can be used for countables and uncountables. In this case, podemos usarla para countables siempre y cuando los countables estén en plural. ¿Ok? So, si yo digo, there is not any nightclub, ¿está en plural o en singular? What do you think?
Singular.
Exactly. There is not. Aquí no podríamos usar any porque vamos a decir la palabra nightclub, que estaría siendo en singular. En este caso usaríamos a. There is not a nightclub. Pero sí podríamos usarla si es plural. Imagine que en lugar de decir nightclub, dijera nightclubs. Ahí sí, podríamos decir, there are not any nightclubs. Understood? Yes? ¿Se entiende la
Yes.
palabra any?
Yes.
All right. Any is another word a little complicated. So ese es otro tema de la clase, no worries. Pero para que se vayan dando una idea, any is more for negative or questions y puede usarse para countables or uncountables. Pero si lo van a usar con countable, el countable tiene que estar en plural. As simple as that. Okay, tell me something else that you don't have in your neighborhood. Uh-huh. What else? What else you don't have in your neighborhood?
There is not a swimming pool near my house.
Very good. That's correct one. Excellent. So if you see there is, there are. There is for singular. There are is for plural. If it is in negative, you just need to add the word not. Now, look at this picture. Here I have a neighborhood. Look at here. I have a lot of amenities here. Can you describe what we have here? Give me sentences using there is or there are. For example, there is or there are a swimming pool. Which one can I use?
There is.
Correct, because it's only one. So there is a swimming pool. Can you give me more sentences, please?
There are 2 restaurants.
There are? Can you repeat?
There are restaurants.
Ah, very good. There are restaurants. How many restaurants do we have? Look, I have one over here. I have another over here. Another one. I mean, actually, we have a lot, right? So we have plural. There are a lot of restaurants. What else? What else do we have in this city?
There is a gym.
Ah, very good. There is a gym. How many gyms do we have? I can see only one, right? Singular. Pretty good. What else?
There are 2 hotels.
Very good. There are 2 hotels. What else? Let's see. Is there a post office in this city? What do you think?
Yes, there is.
Ah, very good.
office.
Correct. It's over here. How about cinemas? Are there any cinemas here?
There is only one.
Only one? Are you sure?
I can see only one.
And you guys, look at here. Actually, we got
no,
one.
There are 2. There are
Ah, very good. Exactly. So can I say there is or there are?
There are 2
Very
cinemas
good.
in the city.
Correct. Exactly. How about, let's see, cafes? Do we have cafes here?
Yes, there are two cafes.
Pretty good, actually. Yes, look, we have one over here and the other there. So there are two cafes. How about supermarket? Do we have supermarkets?
Yes, there is one supermarket.
That's correct. Look. I think that is only one. I cannot see another one. Do we have a bookstore?
Yes, there is a bookstore.
Very good. Excellent. So if you see, this is the way that we can describe the amenities in a city. When I say amenity, basically I'm talking about all those places that we can find in a city. Okay? And again, in order to describe it, we can use there is or there are. Understood? Yes?
Yes,
Can you name something that is not here in the city? You can use there is not or there are not. Tell me something that you cannot see.
there is not a jail.
There is not a?
Jail.
Pretty good. There is not a jail, definitely. What else? Tell me something
There
that
is
you cannot
There is
see.
there
no
is oh,
an airport.
There is not an airport. Very good. Juan?
there is not a nightclub.
There is not a nightclub. Pretty good. So, excellent job. Affirmatives and negative. Is it clear the way that we can use there is and there are?
Yes.
All right. Is it clear the vocabulary?
How could we use any? There is
Okay.
not any.
Okay, I will explain any a little bit with more details. We have two words. We have some and any. Some, guys, it's for affirmative sentences. And we can use it with countables. ¿Se acuerdan de los countables?
Yes.
Yes. Entonces, podemos usarlo tanto con los countables como con los uncountables. La única condición es, si los usamos con los countables, el countable tiene que estar en plural. ¿Por qué? Porque estamos diciendo some. ¿Qué significa some?
Algunos.
Algunos o algunas. Entonces podríamos decir, imaginémonos que estamos hablando de la city, we can say, there are some restaurants. No podríamos decir there is some restaurants, porque estaríamos diciendo hay, but in singular, y no se podría, right? Estamos combinando singulars con plurals y eso no se puede. Entonces tendríamos que decir are. There are some restaurants. La función entre el some y el any funcionan exactamente igual. La única diferencia es que any no se utiliza en affirmatives, sino que en negatives y también en questions. Pero también tiene que ser tanto para los countables, pero siempre y cuando esté en plural. ¿Cómo diríamos esta oración, pero en negative? There are some restaurants.
There are not any restaurants.
Correct, exactly. Ya no diríamos some, porque estamos en negative. Le agregamos la palabra not y decimos any. There are not any restaurants. Ahora, si estamos en singular, no podemos usar ni some ni tampoco any. Si estamos en singular, decimos there is. Siempre y cuando sea countable, usamos a. There is a bookstore. Ahí no podemos decir there is some bookstore. Eso no se puede. There is a bookstore. Understood?
Yeah,
Yes.
so we can say there are not any restaurants.
Yes, you can say that.
No,
There are not.
well, there are not restaurants.
También.
Yeah,
Ambas se pueden. Yes. De hecho, guys, look. Si ustedes me dicen there are not any restaurants, se puede. If you say there are not restaurants, también se puede. I mean, both are correct. If you want to translate it and find the difference, en la primera estaríamos diciendo como no hay restaurantes. Y si usamos any, la traducción podría variar un poquito y podríamos decir no hay ningún restaurante. So, si se fijan, a mí no hay mucha diferencia. No hay ningún restaurante, no hay restaurante. So, there is the same actually. So, properly, si hablamos correctamente, la mejor opción sería usar any. Pero si no lo decimos, el significado no cambia y estaríamos hablando de lo mismo. ¿Entendido?
Yes.
Yes. Pretty good. Just remember, guys, tiene que ser plural. ¿Ok? Ya con los uncountables, ese es otro pisto, right? Recuerden que los uncountables siempre van en singular. En este caso es más que todo cuando hablamos de comida. For example, si ustedes abren el refrigerador, you open the refrigerator, you can say, hey, there is some water, for example. Aquí siempre lo usamos con singular porque recuerden que los uncountables siempre van en singular. No podemos decir there are waters. No se puede, right? Entonces con los uncountables varía porque recuerden que ellos siempre van en singular. Y lo mismo sucedería si usamos any. En este caso, ¿cómo sería esta oración en negative? What do you think? There is some water in negative.
There isn't water.
There isn't, exactly. Aquí lo mismo, ustedes deciden. There is not water or there isn't any water. So just remember, con los uncountables es diferente, porque con ellos siempre va en singular, entonces ahí sí podemos usar any. Pero si es countable, tiene que ir en plural. Got it? Understood?
Yes.
Excellent, pretty good. Now, that is about some and any. Questions so far? No? Okay, now we don't have a lot of time, but let's review a little bit the prepositions. When we are talking about prepositions, specifically when we are talking about of place, there are a lot of prepositions. Okay, vamos a ir viendo las prepositions little by little. And if there is a new preposition for you, just write it down. Let's start with the easiest one. In, on, at. Do you remember these prepositions? Yes?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, when do we use in? In which scenarios can I use in? Look.
Big places.
We can use it
inside something.
specifically. Exactly, inside of something. For example, if you are talking about your house, and if I ask you, where are you guys? I am in my bedroom. I am in the living room. So we are talking about inside places. Also, we use in for countries. Where do you live? In Mexico, in United States, in Canada. Nunca podemos decir on Canada. At Mexico. If you are talking about countries, we always use in. And it's the same, guys, if you are talking about some states, cities, neighborhoods. Every time that you are talking about these places, you say in. Where do you live? In London. In Paris. So cuando hablemos de names of the countries, states, like, in New York, cities, neighborhoods, we always use in. Understood? Yes? Okay. How about on? ¿Cuándo puedo usar on? When I'm talking about streets, or easy when I'm talking about surface. For example, si yo quiero colocar un póster, ¿a dónde lo voy a colocar? In the wall, on the wall, or at the wall?
On the wall.
On the wall. Why? Because it's a surface. Es sobre la superficie. Okay? And the last one that we got here is at. ¿Cuándo voy a usar at? Cuando demos direcciones específicas, right? So, where do you live? Si ustedes me dan la dirección completa, like el nombre de la calle, el número de la casa, so everything, we say at. At Boulevard, Santa Fe, I don't know, Street 3, Park Avenue. So if you are giving address, we use at. Also, when we are talking about specific locations, me están dando un punto específico. For example, imagine que yo les diga, guys, right now, where are you? Y ustedes me digan, aquí, en la parada de bus. Esa es una location. So you will say at the bus stop. ¿A dónde están? Ahorita estoy en la escuela. So that is a specific location. So we are going to say at school. Understood how we can use in, on, and at? Yes, a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, we need to practice this topic, and no worries, we are going to do it. But unfortunately, we don't have more time because it's time already, sorry. So guys, tomorrow we are going to continue practicing vocabulary and the prepositions of place, combining with there is and there are, okay? Now that you got the access to the platform, let's start working. Please don't leave it at the last time. Do you have any questions, guys, before leaving?
Oh.
No questions?
No, teacher.
All right, practice the vocabulary, please, because tomorrow I will ask you. So guys, thank you so much for being in the class. This is all for today. Have a wonderful afternoon. See you tomorrow.
See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
See
See you.
you.